Hello and welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Primetime English News with me, Suchitra Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Seven National People's Party NPP MLAs set to withdraw support from BJP-led state government under the leadership of Chief Minister N. Biren. CLP leader Okram Ibobi urges Chief Minister Office to seek Prime Minister's appointment with all 60 MLAs on Manipur violence. DMCC Women Wing, MASAD and DAMMS storm residence of Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Komi's indefinite protest at Imam Market with 3 women leaders continues, demanding immediate removal of Afasfa reimposed within jurisdictions of 6 police stations in Manipur. Following recovery of 3 dead bodies abducted by Kuki militants, bodies of 60-year-old woman and 2.5-year-old minor recovered from Barak River. Irate mob vandalizes residences of ministers and MLAs after the recovery of 5 dead bodies among 6 abducted from Jiribam district. And over 400 goods-laden trucks stranded in Jiribam due to unrest in Manipur. With the rise in digital world, we extend our welcome and gratitude to our viewers for supporting the most trusted and first ever OTT platform, SKTV in Manipur, that can be watched globally. Now the news in a bit more detail. 7 National People's Party NPP MLAs are set to withdraw the support from BJP-led state government under the leadership of Chief Minister N. Biren. According to a press release issued by NPP, the Biren Singh-led government has completely failed to resolve the crisis and restore normalcy in the state. As per sources, MLA Sheikh Nurul Hassan, Kuraijam Loken, Irengbam Nalini, Thongam Shanti, Mayanglambam Rameshwar N. Kaisi and Zanghemlung Panmay will withdraw the support. The statement further added that NPP has decided to withdraw its support to the Biren Singh-led government in the state of Manipur with immediate effect. The decision came into effect in view of the deteriorating situation, resulting in the loss of many lives and people in the state and people of the state reeling under hardships. Congress Legislator Party leader Okram Ibobi Singh has urged the Chief Minister's office to urgently seek appointment with the Prime Minister, requesting a meeting with all 60 MLAs to address the ongoing violence in Manipur. Speaking at a press conference at his official quarter, Ibobi expressed frustration over the lack of response to multiple attempts to secure a meeting with the Prime Minister regarding the over 18-month-long conflict in the state. He criticized the BJP-led double-engine government for its failure to take the crisis seriously, saying refusal to meet with Manipur's leaders indicated center's disregard for the people of the state. He emphasized that despite repeated requests, no appointment has been granted by the Prime Minister's office, which shows that the government is not committed to resolving the conflict of Manipur. He added that if the Prime Minister refuses to meet, then alternative ways must be explored to address the issue. Ibobi further highlighted the worsening situation, particularly suffering of women and children caught in the violence, stating that prompt intervention by the Prime Minister could have alleviated much of the hardships. He also condemned the actions of Kuki militants, calling their activities inhuman. The Congress leader also pointed out that the failure to appoint a proper governor is another sign of the center's indifference to the situation of Manipur. Okram Ibobi asserted that an opposition's voice is being ignored in assembly, then it is pointless to remain as member of the House.
Lady government sina Prime Minister Moi Sarkar Masian Nidra. Appointment Lorga Mana Haibudo, Moina Haibudu Nuaitaba, Yauragana, Koyadum supplement of Jaga Koi Hijage, Ado Akoyi Wapamse, Rulinga opposition Yauna, Manipuri woman grave law in a Mangan Loire, complete destroyed Tore, Haibase Akoy representative Amoina, Akoina Hijabase, Tarak Tragadi. Ladiba Assembly resolution one Lauruk Traba, Constitution Sangvidan Makada, Prajasan Kanba Mutki one Lauruk Tragadi, opposition ki Watana Teba, BJP na Uzik Sason Toribase, Muigi Wasu Lauruk Tragadi, Akoy Wasi Satragadi Sangvidan Chatre Hibaneva, Adu Urgadi, Prajasingi freshman yet Loba. Haibase, resign Togata, Tokatra Kai Togani Kai Madrakala Agadi, Lepaki Wupani Haitati, Akoy Congress MLA Mangadi, Adum. Resign to anytime.
Lok Sabha MP Angomcha Bimola Koijam has expressed strong criticism of both the center and state governments for their failure to protect women and children who have been held hostage amidst the ongoing violence in Manipur. Speaking at a meeting, Bimol compared the current situation to a state without governance, accusing BJP-led government of being a silent spectator while violence continues to escalate. He emphasized that violence would not bring a resolution to the conflict and called for dialogue as the only way to restore peace in the region. Bimol also condemned re-imposition of Afasfa in 6 police stations across Manipur, stating that the decision reflects center's lack of regard for the people of Manipur. The MP reminded that Afasfa had long been a point of contention in the state, with local communities organizing protests in previous years demanding its repeal. He argued that the act is disproportionately affecting Meitei village and local volunteers who are protecting innocent civilians during the ongoing unrest, and urged the center to remove the act from the state immediately.
Hafta amada loisilamba yaba potni loisande haine khoi loin khangna rawane do santi la e di sum haiba chinda di ko aduga sum henjalak bodo ado hostage pha bai sidi, it's a completely an act of terrorism ne nupi angang sokpai su degree ma lanjal ne hostage taking ki culture am kan tawri pharaga bargaining tawgi type da aduga makhut chalaba mi photo thagalaga amu hatbada adusu young infant thani pan khakta ngai riba sopa sigi brutality se sidi condemn to to en loje bai gi si tho bawda se party gi wanati si laingak leitaba lam kai legada gi miyam na thagalak koi hum phum lai resida state ki indian constitution makha de assembly mai jaini adada majority oibna laingak na ban khallaga leiri medo sigi mawa ma suklo ulorok taba gi type ta tawning to honba laingak leitaba ka mana bai phibam ma koi udana lai sigi si yaura bawda laina ji henjala bawda koina karimta tawdana leiraga di miyam dum sawba tamna daina miyam na pin da ba sawba leise akoi perfectly understand tawi adu akoi na miyam da aina appeal tawjaningi di mathau tawdana leiba leipak miyam ngi mihut haiba maga mathau tawdaba leipak miyam amagi mihut haiba maga di ai praja singai khunno na haijajini masimata di khena bamadi khangma mamma changi haiba singdai aijage natraga di leipak miyam ngi mihut jawda baise foreign rule ga samana doine leipak miyam ngi mihut leina mawalo bidabsu dictate chatlaga foreign rule ga manane bas ana akoi leiriba miyam ngi mihutche mathau tawbra tawdabra moi magi tawham chokba mathau gaino haibase munna miyam na khanjaba ma changne ba khoi do six.
Kundrakpum constituency MLA Thokchom Lokeshwar has expressed his dissatisfaction with the government's response to abduction of 6 civilians, including a minor, a Baikuki militants. Speaking to media, Lokeshwar criticized Prime Minister and Chief Minister for their claims of making efforts to rescue the hostages, stating that despite the team's visit to Assam and meeting with the governor, there seemed to be a lack of genuine concern in their actions. Lokeshwar emphasized the limited role of opposition in holding the government accountable for its actions, acknowledging that while they can highlight wrongdoings, they have no power to influence decisions. He stated that as a representative of Kundrakpum constituency, he has been working for the welfare of his constituents. The MLA expressed unhappiness over yesterday's incident involving the arson of essential supplies meant for relief camps and village volunteers.
Tha, Nipan Ngai Banga, Pamna, Honorable Prime Minister na, Honorable Chief Minister na, Honorable Home Minister na, Ying Labangambado. Kotak the rest of the na, then Ngang Kotak the rest of the Madudo, in your pine Tergatau, Hariba, Makuchala, mission the Kalona, and Honda Vidado, Aduga, emotional Wivani. Why do you come the Nebel? Angang macha, Pikra Tani Panang by Matang, the Pambi, Bangang, Ying Bamiang, Ado Angang, Shani, Ying Bamiang, do. Other government of India, Prime Minister, Home Minister, like Union Ministers in Yang Langamba, other lady honorable Chief Minister Yang, including ministers in Yang Langambagi, Shakti do. Takbachangmana, honorable Shilby, and a little honorable governor say, quite Tantanaga, Gawatida, Koisatle, Hire, Tawabakanda, Man, one the high, Adu Matamoy, the Shibi, Mamita, a Madugita Mutaina, Magita Paujabane, Aduga. Tahoy the Tabani, it could have salaba power that Angang Pico Angamo young hat on a capacity of have a share. Any Zaki Kudimado, my new Mako Yograba, Yan terrorism with character Sialaba, Adu power that Gamado Manipuna, Gamado Indiana, young lay on behind the share, Mashi Hali share, Kulaipan happen Nati, Har Honorable Prime Minister, Home Minister Amasum, Honorable Chief Minister, Harry de Marum Karilegate.
Members of the Delhi Meitei Coordinating Committee DMCC Women Wing, Manipur Students Association Delhi MSAD and Delhi Association of Manipur Muslim Students DAMMS staged a protest in Delhi today, demanding immediate action to resolve the ongoing violence in Manipur. The protest began at 2 p.m., urging the central government to end its support for Kuki militants. Protesters highlighted heinous crimes, including brutal rape and killing of abducted Meitei women and 3 children perpetrated by Kuki militants. Later in the day, the protest escalated as participants stormed the residence of Union Home Minister Amit Shah's house, chanting slogans and demanding a meeting with him. They declared that they would not retreat unless granted appointment for a meeting with the Home Minister. Protesters stated that their resolve would not waver even if they faced unrest and arrest, vowing to continue their agitation from police lockups if necessary. Protesters asserted that peace in Manipur would not come as a free gift and emphasized the need for justice and accountability to address the violence. The indefinite protest led by Kokomi, which began last night at Imam Market with 3 women leaders, continues today. The protest demands immediate removal of Armed Forces Special Powers Act (AFSPA) reimposed by Manipur and Indian governments within the jurisdiction of 6 police stations in Manipur. Speaking at a press conference held between 2 markets, Kokomi spokesperson Khuraijam Athoba reiterated the organization's strong opposition to AFSPA. He warned that if the government fails to address their demands, an unprecedented and widespread protest from the people would follow. Athoba also dismissed the ongoing NIA investigation into the Jiribam incident, emphasizing that the focus should be on immediate arrest and prosecution of those responsible for the killings. He clarified that the suspects involved in the incident are from Churachandpur, not village volunteers as claimed, citing that impracticality of village volunteers traveling such a long distance from Churachandpur to Jiribam. In his appeal, Athoba called for unity across communities to combat the proxy war and urged everyone to join in the collective effort to bring about a changed and peaceful Manipur.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯋꯥꯔꯒ ꯂꯩꯔ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯗ ꯄꯥꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥ ꯒꯚꯔꯟꯃꯦꯟꯠ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯒꯚꯔꯟꯃꯦꯟꯠ ꯑꯅꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯆꯞ ꯆꯥꯕ ꯏꯔꯥꯡ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯟꯅꯅꯕ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯇꯧꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯍꯨꯠꯇ ꯅꯥꯀꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯑꯣꯟꯅꯒ ꯇꯩꯅꯒ ꯃꯃꯥꯡ ꯃꯅꯤꯡ ꯁꯝꯅꯗꯕ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯏꯔꯥꯡ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯍꯜꯂꯒ ꯊꯝꯃꯒ ꯀꯨꯀꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯂꯤꯇꯦꯟꯠꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯀꯨꯀꯤꯒꯤ ꯅꯥꯔꯀꯣ ꯇꯦꯔꯣꯔꯤꯁꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯈꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯗꯒꯤ ꯂꯝ ꯂꯧꯅꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯆꯪꯖꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯀꯦꯝꯄꯦꯟ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯂꯦꯖꯤꯇꯤꯃꯥꯏꯖ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯥꯟꯕ ꯃꯑꯣꯡꯗ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯆꯠꯊꯍꯜꯂꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯂꯤꯁꯜꯍꯜꯂꯒ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯗꯤꯃꯥꯟꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯆꯥꯕ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯛꯅꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥ ꯒꯚꯔꯟꯃꯦꯟꯠꯅ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯄꯤꯕ ꯃꯥꯟꯕ ꯊꯧꯑꯣꯡ ꯑꯃꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝ ꯈꯪꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯍꯟꯗꯛꯀꯤ ꯖꯤꯔꯤꯗ ꯂꯩꯈꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯍꯥꯠꯈꯤꯕ ꯃꯑꯣꯡ ꯃꯇꯧꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯨꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤ ꯄꯦꯜꯂꯛꯇꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯈꯟꯖꯕ ꯃꯑꯣꯡꯗ ꯗꯤꯖꯥꯏꯟ ꯇꯧ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯅ ꯀꯣꯡꯒꯥꯏ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯆꯪꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯀꯣꯡꯒꯥꯏꯅ ꯃꯌꯨꯝꯗ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯜꯂꯒ ꯄꯦꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯅ ꯑꯦꯇꯦꯛ ꯇꯧꯁꯟꯕꯅ ꯀꯣꯡꯒꯥꯏ ꯑꯃ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯣꯔꯒꯅꯥꯏꯖ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯁꯤꯜꯂꯨꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯑꯃꯇ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯄꯦꯟꯅꯗꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯨꯞꯅ ꯆꯠꯂꯒ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯖꯈꯤꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯀꯣꯀꯣꯃꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯔꯤꯃꯈꯩ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯏꯍꯧ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯗꯦꯃꯣꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯇꯤꯛ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯇꯦꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯄꯥꯡꯒꯟ ꯀꯟꯕ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯆꯥꯕ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯃꯁꯤꯅ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯆꯨꯝꯃꯤ ꯌꯥꯔꯤꯃꯈꯩ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯤ ꯇꯧꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯄꯦꯟꯗꯕ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯑꯄꯥꯝꯕ ꯃꯑꯣꯡꯗ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯆꯪꯖꯟꯈꯤꯕꯗ ꯀꯣꯀꯣꯃꯤꯅ ꯃꯗꯨ ꯆꯨꯝꯃꯤ ꯂꯥꯜꯂꯤꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯉꯝꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯛꯏꯕ ꯐꯤꯕꯝꯁꯤꯅꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯣꯔꯦꯜ ꯔꯥꯏꯠꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯇꯦꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯑꯆꯨꯝꯕ ꯄꯥꯟꯗꯝ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯐꯪꯅꯅꯕ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯟꯕ ꯈꯣꯡꯖꯪꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯅꯤꯡ ꯍꯜꯂꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯋꯥꯐꯝ
Tensions flared across Manipur following the recovery of 5 lifeless bodies, including 3 children and 2 women abducted and brutally murdered by Kuki militants. The bodies were found floating in Barak and Jiri rivers, sparking outrage and demands for justice. The violence comes after 6 persons, including women and children, were abducted on November 11 from Jirimukh in Jiribam district. Abducted on 11th of November in Jiribam district. Earlier, 2 elderly persons were shot dead and thrown into fire in Borobekra subdivision. Amid mounting concerns over the fate of the abductees, 3 bodies, including 2 minors, were found on November 16, followed by recovery of 2 more today. Half-naked body of a 60-year-old woman was discovered near Baskandi Ghat in Assam's Kasar district early this morning. Shortly after, the body of a 2.5-year-old child was found among river debris. Based on their clothing, the victims are suspected to be that of Yurimbam Rani, 66, and Laishram Chinkhainganba, 2.5 years. Their remains have been sent to Silchar Medical College for post-mortem examinations. Authorities have imposed curfew in the Valley districts and a 2-day internet suspension to curb further unrest. However, tensions remain high as one abductee is still missing. Now, protesting against the alleged gruesome killing of 3 women and 3 children from Jiribam by suspected Kuki militants, irate mob burnt and destroyed the residence of YAS and Works Minister Govindas Konthojam at Ningthokong Bazaar in Bisnupur district. Around 4,000 locals gathered at Ningthokong Kaithel around 7 p.m. yesterday, and the mob stormed the residence around 8 p.m., breaking through both the first and second gates. The mob first burnt and destroyed properties on his front shed. Then they destroyed properties across 2 floors, including TVs, computers, almiras, sofas, iron almiras, etc. The mob also blocked passage of police, CDO, and fire brigade along with media personnel. The mob also banned taking pictures and footage of the incident. A team of Rapid Action Force dispersed the mob around 10 p.m. by firing tear gas shells. Bisnupur Police, led by SP KSH Ravi Kumar and additional SP Operations L Amarjit, assessed the situation early morning today. According to the minister's PRO Konthojam Biren, properties worth rupees 3 crore was damaged, and rupees 10 lakhs worth of properties, including 3 lakhs in cash of a person who was guarding the house, was also destroyed.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯅꯝꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯐꯥꯔꯁ ꯒꯦꯠ ꯊꯨꯒꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯁꯦꯀꯦꯟ ꯒꯦꯠ ꯊꯨꯒꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯃꯨꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯆꯪꯉꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯃꯨꯡꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ऑफिस प्रजा मैम की कोई आधार की मेडिकल की हेल्थ कार्ड की एम की सकर्म की इंडस्ट्री की सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट की तौरीबा अखोना तौजरीबा पोचई मैम से कोई लोइन डिस्कलोज तौग्रे मसी अमुक हन्न सागतदा मतम यामना मांगदबा मतम याम चंगना सागतरपा प्रजा मैम की प्रॉपर्टी हाइतारे पैसा मांगबसिगी मथक्ता प्रजा की मांगबसी मैम मांगरे लेरिबा ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर की जुम सी मसा लेतबनी मसाना सो लोलगा चकिबनी लोना अखोई नाकंद लेबा अखोई जुम सी रेनोवेशन तौबगी अदुगुंबा लेरिबा वासिदगी कारे हरगा चंगगा मनुंगदा लेरिबा पोर्टुनमक लोइना पुरगा चक्रे अदुगा थाबा जाबा मै लोइन थारमी प्रजाना तौ हाइब खक्तनी कोना तौजगेनो लेबसे डिजाइन तौबबु ओयो एनी तौ हाइब पुनमक तौगे हाइबनी मेमोरेंडम पीबगी वफमदी पन्नरमद्रे हेक्ता लाकबगा अदुम हेक्ता अखोइगी रेंसम तौबा खोटपा मसिदगी कनो मयाम सि थुगाइ फुगाइ बसि तौरगा मोइसि तौगरे.
The residence of opposition MLA T.H. Lokeswar at Sagolmang was also set ablaze by infuriated crowd amid the ongoing protest targeting BJP MLA's residences. The incident happened around 8 p.m. yesterday, where the enraged crowd completely burned the house along with 2 Tata trucks and destroyed a JCB. Security and fire brigade reached the premises promptly. However, the property were already damaged when they reached the place. Large group of people gathered in front of the residence of Kaisamthong constituency MLA Nishikant Singh Sapam at Thauda Bhabok Laikai again today to discuss the ongoing situation. As the MLA was not present at his residence, a representative of the protesters communicated with him over the phone. When asked if the MLA would resign, Nishikant Singh Sapam responded that he would make his decision after consulting with the people of his constituency. The response sparked anger among the protesters, who expressed their discontentment with loud chants. After the tense exchange, the MLA made a public statement confirming that he would submit his resignation within the next 1 or 2 days, following which the crowd dispersed, leaving his residence. Mayra Paibis and clubs from Lilong Assembly constituency also stormed the residence of Lilong Assembly constituency MLA Abdul Nasir, demanding a stern resolution from the MLA regarding the ongoing issue. However, MLA Abdul Nasir was absent from his premise, and the enraged crowd issued an ultimatum demanding that the MLA return to Manipur by tomorrow. An irate mob set fire to the residence of Tentha MLA Paunam Brojen, BJP legislator, in protest against the reimposition of Afasfa and the killing of 5 innocent civilians by Kuki militants in Jiribam. The incident occurred last night around 10 p.m. The mob vandalized the MLA's residence in Wangjing, Wangkai, which included the security barracks, a sentry post, glass windows, stored rice, and various other assets before setting fire to the property. Locals in the area speaking to the media expressed that while they understood the anger and frustration behind the mob's actions, they believed that vandalizing and burning the MLA's property was not the solution. He noted that the leaders themselves were under stress due to the ongoing conflict. However, he demanded the theft of items from the MLA's residence and the destruction of property, warning that such acts would only escalate the situation further. He emphasized that violence and looting would not lead to any constructive resolution. The local resident also appealed for an end to these destructive actions, including the burning of security uniforms. They urged civil society organizations, CSOs, to remain vigilant and take action against those who looted during the mob attack.
Baki irangni mai thagi ba thugai gi ba khoi kasu warau jaba leite adubu ki leiri ba imung gi posai ji thawoina huran ba lak padawna lut taw ba lak padawna mioi kharana mingchet thian ba ji irang ji nakal amorom da puna ba hona rak ba ji masi lei kai ji gi mi amoina nungai jada ba phawi thokli ba irang ase yum thugai raga mai tharaga aikoi phagadra haibasu khana ningai oi loina na aikoi khuding mak ta phawri ba nungai ta ba ji hena nungai ta ba di aikoi gi leiri ba security gi Berek manung da sang dana lairiba moje kasu yaujaba basu natre masada nomai lei basu natre karimta laita bado makhoi gi sena innaba phi ba hoda uthoga mai thadok piramba moina lowning bana puraga sakhiba sugumba kaya se aikoi irang sida tawbidana ba ahal laman lairiba CSO mayamna su lairibe representative hadi local MLA jinga phadan tanara kai tawjige da tawbiu loina na sumaina huran chinthi gi mongda lut tawbagi mongda miyo yaurokpa singaji aikoi CSO lairibe irang hori ba singna cheksin mina se abo phomse laikai sigi miya mana nungai da phongdoksa.
All Jiribam Road Transport Drivers Union AJRTDU Jiribam extended support today by providing essential commodities to drivers who have been stranded in Jiribam for over a week due to ongoing violence in Jiribam. The union also called on relevant authorities to deploy security personnel for the 400 freight trucks that are currently stuck in the region. Speaking on the sidelines, President of the Union, N. Sadananda Meitei, stated that security convoys transporting loaded trucks from Assam to Manipur along National Highway number 37 had previously been unable to continue their journey after being diverted during the Borobekra incident, in which 6 individuals, including 3 children, were abducted by Kuki Mar militants and 2 villagers were killed and burned on November 11. Since the incident, freight trucks have been left stranded, facing significant challenges along the national highway. Sadananda explained that the union's assistance was intended to alleviate the hardships faced by the drivers. He further appealed to the authorities to ensure the provision of ROP along the highway and to deploy additional security forces to ensure the safe resumption of transport services.
Nongmai kapsalakpa thodok ase handak ki sina ahan manate national highways da kyarak tawre tenki da bullet ta kapsalakpa body da kapsalakpa mayam sing asi masigi awaba sing asi wi bidana sarkar sina hena matik saba ROP convoy bibidana lambi si driver sing asina magi nupi angang mama masa imung manung punamak hundoga leibak asigi jati sigi awaba si mayong dana miyang gi mating tawni ko haidana sasariba driver sing asigi puning da aki khang singnabal leitana koi gari si chatpa ngamhan biu haiba si so ati tawjari loinana Jiribam da pallaga leiriba gari chamri khare henba amasung national highway 37 gi manung hanjan ba area sing da khamaga leiriba gari sing asigi awaba yengbidana ngasi magasi convoy amadi ROP thabidana ekoi gari si magi mafamda yohon biu.
Manipur government has suspended internet service in Jiribam and Farzol district for 2 days in an order issued by Chief Secretary Dr. Vinit Joshi today. The order was issued to curb the use of social media for anti-social elements, which might have serious repercussions for the law and order situation in the area during the time of civil unrest. The same order was also issued in Imphal West, Imphal East, Bisnupur, Thaubal, Kakching, Kangpokpi and Churachandpur district yesterday. However, lease lines and FTTH connections to government offices are exempted from the ban. Director General of Central Reserve Police Force CRPF Anish Dayal Singh is set to visit Manipur in the wake of the escalating violence in Manipur. According to India Today NE, the visit comes as tensions surge after protesters stormed the residences of several MLAs and ministers on November 16 following the discovery of 6 bodies believed to be abducted by suspected Kuki militants. Langol View Hospital and Langol View Clinic staged a sit-in protest today at Imphal, condemning the central and state government for their inaction against the alleged brutal killing of innocent children and women by suspected Kuki militants. Speaking to media, marketing manager Nungakpam Suraj urged the government to take immediate action to resolve the conflict and restore peace and normalcy in the state. He added that the government has ignored the public, highlighting inability of the government to resolve the conflict, which has been persisting for more than a year. The protesters also voiced slogans regarding the issue.
ngasi akhoi phamjari sirin protest asi chamjaraba mioi taru angang yauna kukina protest na hatuki besi akhoi tasina yaning de haiba dugi dumokta phamjabni hoji lengang na su irang asida mieng kam changmi tabagi film ubasi akhoi tasina yajaning de amodi india sarkar na su akhoi gi manipur asibu toan inthopoi mongda tasengna yamna sengna tai jingdana kugi jingna horpona dum ayaba piba mitai ichinau sina kitang kan torogana akhoi bu phage punge haiba si su yajaning de akhoi gi lamdam asida Santi adu athuba matamda hanjan nabugidamagda Manipur gi lengak ki site tagi achauba kholaw amtang center da lawbiyo
Awang Sekmai Kanbat Nupilup, Coordinating Committee Sekmai Kangla Tongbi Kanbalup and Awang Sekmai Schedule Caste Development Committee condemned the heinous killing of 6 innocent victims, including children and an 8-month-old infant by Kuki militants. The victims were reportedly abducted from Borobekra Police Station Relief Camp in Jiribam district on November 11. They also denounced the reimposition of AFASFA 1958 by Ministry of Home Affairs in 5 districts under the jurisdiction of 6 police stations across Manipur. They also announced to support every decision resolved by CSOs of Manipur to safeguard the territorial integrity of Manipur. Coordination Committee on the Crisis of Amitai Manipuris strongly condemned the brutal killing of 6 individuals from Jiribam near the Silchar Medical College Hospital in Assam, whose bodies were callously dumped in the Barak River by Kukizo Mar militants. In response, a public meeting was convened today at the northern mandop of Itkola, a brick field in Assam, by the Central Committee of the All Assam Manipuri Students Union AMSU, with the presence of Committee Advisor K. Shanti Kumar and various civil society organizations, CSOs from Assam. The meeting focused on discussing the heinous killings and the subsequent dumping of the bodies in the river. During the meeting, a joint organization Coordination Committee on the Crisis of Meiteis Manipuris was formed, bringing together representatives from multiple CSOs. The committee resolved to support all allegations and work together in solidarity. They also condemned the violent attack on Silchar Medical College Hospital and Assam Police and called for the immediate arrest and prosecution of those responsible for these brutal acts. The committee reiterated its demands for swift and decisive action from the government to ensure justice for the victims and hold the perpetrators accountable.
Condemn the aggression of Mar communities at the Medical College Hospital for 3 days, and their aggression is not acceptable. We working and will work on the problems faced by the Meiteis, Manipuris in Assam in any respect. We appeal to the administration to control and to protect the Meiteis from any aggression and to keep law and order and
Zeliangrong United Committee Manipur has strongly condemned the alleged brutal killing of 3 women and 3 children, including an 8-month-old infant from Jiribam. In a press release, President Maibon Paume expressed this act of terrorism should be condemned by all nations and all the communities of this state. He questioned the inaction of both central and state government if they want to prolong this conflict, which has been persisted for more than a year, as both governments can use security forces to rescue the civilians, stating that the central government can also pressure Suu Kyi militant groups to cooperate for searching the civilians. Calling on the MLAs of the state, he urged the MLAs to work honestly for a resolution of the ongoing conflict. Moving on to some national news. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has cancelled his scheduled election rallies in Maharashtra as violent protest continues to sweep across Manipur's Imphal Valley, reports news agency PTI. Amit Shah has returned to Delhi in light of the deteriorating security situation in Manipur, where tensions remain high following a wave of violent incidents linked to the killing and abduction of civilians in Jiribam district. The protests, which have intensified since Saturday, saw enraged mobs setting fire to the residences of several BJP and Congress legislators, including a senior state minister, even as security forces struggled to maintain order in the region. The fresh incidents of violent protests took place on Saturday night, even as indefinite curfew was clamped after people agitated by the killing of 3 women and children, each by militants in Jiribam district. Another news agency stated that a high-level review meeting of officials will likely be held in Delhi in view of the ongoing situation in Manipur. It also stated that Central Security Official Team might visit Manipur to control the situation and likely extend assistance to the state government. Moving on to international news. President-elect Donald Trump has selected 27-year-old Caroline Leavitt as the new press secretary for White House, becoming the youngest person in history. According to a report from Mirror Now, Donald Trump said in a statement that Caroline Leavitt did a phenomenal job as National Press Secretary on his election campaign, and she was an excellent communicator. He was also confident that she would excel at the podium and help deliver a message from the White House to all American people. Now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Lamphelpat, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 26.2 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 12 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 93% in the morning and 45% in the evening. And before we wrap up, the headlines once again. Seven National People's Party NPP MLAs set to withdraw support from BJP-led state government under the leadership of Chief Minister N. Biren. CLP leader Okram Ibobi urges Chief Minister Office to seek Prime Minister's appointment with all 60 MLAs on Manipur violence. DMCC Women Wing, MASAD and DAMMS storm residence of Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Kokomi's indefinite protest at Ima Market with 3 women leaders continues, demanding immediate removal of Afasfa reimposed within jurisdictions of 6 police stations in Manipur. Following recovery of 3 dead bodies abducted by Kuki militants, bodies of 60-year-old woman and 2.5-year-old minor recovered from Barak River. Irate mob vandalizes residences of ministers and MLAs after the recovery of 5 dead bodies among 6 abducted from Jiribam district. And over 400 goods-laden trucks stranded in Jiribam due to unrest in Manipur. That is all that we have for now. Thank you for watching SKTV News, the first ever OTT platform in Manipur. Please visit SKTV website skyic.in to download SKTV app. You can now access Google Play Store to download the app. SKTV iOS app is also accessible on Apple App Store. For early access, use the QR code. The download link will also be pinned in all of our comment sections. Join us for real-time news updates, exclusive interviews, and comprehensive analysis of current affairs in Manipur, and have a good night.